North East Lincolnshire wants to be a testbed for the recommendations of the Portas Review. We have a strong tradition of resilience, innovation and community spirit in this locality, and we want to use this opportunity to focus on 3 high streets to test different ideas. The first of these locations, Freeman Street, has seen a steady decline in trade since the collapse of the deep-sea fishing industry. Today, Freeman Street and its surrounding East Marsh are considered to be among the most deprived neighbourhoods in the country.
Freeman Street was built on the proximity of the docks and the successful fishing industry, and the whole area was a most thriving business area and residential area until the fishing industry collapsed in the late 60s. This has led to a demise of a number of what was once busy shops. We now have a lot of void shops, void properties in the street.
As you can see, we're the last store in an almost derelict block. We're hanging on, and we're looking and working with the current team in moving the retail offer further up Freeman Street towards the market end. So the key is for us to gain an engagement of every member of the business society down Freeman Street to really maximise on the offer that we can bring to the community.
In the centre of Freeman Street we've got the covered market, which is an acre in size. It is a fantastic asset. We've been working on it for the last 3 years, and we want to build on the development of the market as the centrepiece of the street, which we think can be very useful. It's a community hub already, and we want to expand that.
There are some good news stories though. We have a very busy migrant population who are busy opening shops. We also have some long-established traders in the street who are very successful. And we just need to build on that impetus and take the whole thing forward. And we think the setting up of a town team specific for Freeman Street would help this along.
Freeman Street would use its share of the Portas pilot funding to create a team structure and to attract partners and consult them on their ideas for implementing the recommendations of the Portas Review. Since the early 1800s, Cleethorpes has been a holiday and health resort favoured by people in Yorkshire and Lincolnshire. The local economy still relies heavily upon the visitor season to attract new customers and encourage local people to shop in the resort's speciality and niche shops.
Cleethorpes is actually the best seaside resort in Great Britain. It was voted that in 2011. When you actually arrive at Cleethorpes by train, we are the only East Coast town resort that is, you could step off the train and in 5 yards from the train you're actually on the beach.
In Cleethorpes we have what we call the Golden Loop. Now this is an area which aims to link the tourist fringe of the beach and promenade through to the sort of heart of Cleethorpes, through the marketplace into the sort of traditional high street of St Peter's Avenue, and link it back via the town hall, the cultural element, through to the undiscovered gem of Seaview Street, which then links back to the area behind me, which is Alexander Road with its rich architectural heritage.
We're already a bit ahead of the game here at Cleethorpes because we have had a town team formed for several years. We have worked with the council to develop a strategic development framework with all the plans on how we would like to see Cleethorpes grow, but funding has got very scarce just recently, and a boost in funding at this point in time would really help us to move forward.
The town team would use the money to invest in a marketing campaign that would rebrand Cleethorpes to a new audience, using new technologies to communicate with consumers. The aim would be to plug into the vintage retro vibe that is popular with consumers today, to attract them to the resort, to benefit from its high quality customer experience and environment. Immingham is the UK's busiest port by tonnage, but the town of Immingham is disconnected from the prosperous dock area. The wealth generated by the port is not spent in the town, and the once thriving shopping areas are facing challenging times.
My full name is Mary Elizabeth Clark. I live in Immingham and have lived in Immingham for over 57 years. I've seen many changes growing up as a child, seeing where the Immingham Civic Centre is now and seeing the shops thrive. I used to love coming shopping on a Friday and going to the market and, you know, everybody meeting together, and now see a gradual decline of the area really, especially the shopping area.
Well, In Bloom's been instrumental over the last couple of years of really driving the street scene in Immingham. The Town Council is very supportive of In Bloom, but we have a fantastic support base from residents as well. And what we're keen now to do is extend that into the business community. We've got a very long high street in Immingham with shops at either end, and we would use the funding from this bid to try and draw the businesses more into that project as well.
In the past we've had E-Factor come into the town, and that's given local people an opportunity to be able to showcase their talents, develop the crafts and be able to start themselves off in business really. Aspirations within the town I think are affected by the retail that's available within the town. You can't go out and get that retail therapy, but we've got a lot of talent out there in the community, and I think it would be useful for them to be able to come and access market stalls, identify that there's a need for their product, and then they would be encouraged into setting up a business.
If we can get everybody working together, then we know that will drive customers into the town. We really just need that extra push to make the high street look special, and that will be the key factor that brings people into Immingham.
We need the money in this area to bring investment into the town so we can bring community cohesion with the investments of new businesses, entrepreneurs, raising aspirations of the people that live here.
Funding from the Portas pilot would help Immingham to further develop the work already achieved by the town team and support some of the activities outlined in the Portas review.